Hey everybody, it's Teresa. Welcome to my channel. I have some finished pieces of jewelry that I have made from the April and May Potomac Beads Treasure Edition subscription boxes to share with you all today. I'll put a link in the description box below to the page on the Potomac Beads website where you can go and read about how the subscriptions work and sign up for it if it's something that you're interested in. I only did one video tutorial for each of these boxes. The rest of these pieces I'm going to show you I didn't do on video. I'm kind of trying to mix it up. I know that a lot of people would rather just see the finished piece rather than watch me make it on video, especially if it's something that I've done a lot, like stringing or making wire wrap loops or a particular bead weaving stitch I've done before. They would rather just see the finished piece. So that's why I've not done videos on all of these. But if there's ever anything that I show on a finished jewelry video that you want me to do a tutorial on, I don't mind at all. Just let me know. I did a finished jewelry video a couple of videos back, and there was a piece in there that a lady requested that I do a video on, and I will. I just need to find some beads that are similar to the ones I used in that bracelet. But if there's ever anything I show that you want me to do on video, just let me know, and I will if I can find the materials to do it with. This first pair of earrings I did on video, and I'll put a link in the description box below to that video in case you want to watch it. I used the beads in the April Treasure Edition box. I think it was called Spun Sugar Serenade was the name of that box. I used these teardrop forms that came in the box, and I did brick stitch around them. I used some galvanized silver delicas for my first row. For my second row I used some opaque pink Miyuki regular round seed 11-0 seed beads, and for my next row I did some Miyuki 11-0 regular round. I think these were opaque spruce, I think was the color. And then these 8-0s that I used for my next round came in the box. I think tea rose was the color on those. And then I used some 15-0s and attached the bicones that came in the box. They were I think the color was Peridot AB. It might have been light Peridot AB. And I put those around the outside of the earring. And then at the top here I just made a little wrapped, not wrapped, but some simple loops, a link with one of the bicones, and attach it to my ear wire. And attach it to the teardrop form with the jump ring. So that's my first pair of earrings, and I did a video on these, and like I said, I'll put a link to it in the description box below. So hold on, I'll get my next piece. Okay, this is a bracelet, and I did a video with this bracelet. These beads came from the May box. I think it was called Whispers of Antiquity, I believe was the name of this box. And I did this one on video, and I'll put a link to that video in the description box below too. I used it's just a really simple little right angle weave design. I used the 6mm Potomac pearls here. I think they were called Baby Pink. They don't really look like they've got much pink in them to me, though. They look more of an off-white to me. And then these little 4mm faceted beads. I'm not sure. I think they were maybe Rosaline might have been the color. They're light pink color. I think Rosaline might have been the color on these. I don't know. I should have looked all this up before I started this, but I didn't. And then I embellished with some 15-0 Duracoat galvanized gold Miyuki seed beads here. And then in the center of these units, I used those same 8-0, I think tea rose was the color on those beads that came in the April box. And then between the beads here, I've got some 11-0 Duracoat galvanized gold seed beads. And then I just used a toggle clasp that I had in my stash. And like I said, I did a video on this piece, and I'll put a link to it in the description box below. So hold on, the rest of these pieces I don't have videos for, so hold on and I'll get the next piece and I'll be back. Okay, this is a necklace I made with the beads that came in the April box. I used these little beads that I thought looked like little Easter eggs. And I strung them on bead stringing wire, and I put some 11-0 galvanized silver seed beads between all the beads. And then I used some of the little 4mm peridot bicones, like the ones I used in that those earrings, in places here, like every third bead. And then I had a little bail that came in a previous Potomac Beads Treasure Edition subscription box. I don't know which one. It's been a while back. But I attached this little Athena cast butterfly charm that came in the April box to this bail and used that as my focal. And then when I got done, I had 2 of the Easter egg beads left, and I just had to use them. So I just did a little section of chain, and then did a link with one of the bicones, and then another section of chain and a link with one of the what I'm calling Easter egg beads, and another section of chain and a link with one of the bicones on both sides. And then I just put a little bit of chain on the back and an extender chain, and I wrapped one of the little bicones and put it on the extender chain as a dangle. So that's that one. So hold on, I'll get the next piece. Okay, this is a little bracelet that I made with the Iris Duo beads that came in the May box. I think the color on those were Ancient Gold. And I used some 4mm fire polish beads that I had in my stash. These are, I didn't have them labeled, but they're like a purple iris, I think, is what these are. I've done a tubular netted bracelet before using 2-hole beads. I used super duos in it, and I had never tried it with Iris Duos, and I decided to try it and see if it would work, and I think it did. So just every other round I did the Iris Duos, and then alternated between a round with the Iris Duos and a round with the 4mm fire polish beads. And I used some 15-0 Durcoat galvanized gold Miyuki seed beads here. And then in the, for my crossover bead, this is a little light purple. I don't know the exact color on it. I don't have the tube in front of me. If I did, I'd know, but I don't. But I use that for my crossover bead. And I just made this, and then I put a little magnetic clasp on it. And so that's that one. Like I said, I did a bracelet like this before using super duos in place of where these Iris Duos are, and I just wanted to see if the Iris Duos would work. So so that's that piece. So hold on, I'll get the next one. Okay, this is my next necklace. This is also tubular netting, just like that bracelet I just showed, except in this one I used larger beads. I used the 6mm jet bicone beads that came in the May box. They're the smooth bicones, they're not the faceted ones. And I used the rest of the 6mm Potomac pearls that came in that box that were called baby pink, but like I said, they look more like an off-white to me. And I just did that. I just did it until I ran out of beads. And then I put some chain on it with a lobster clasp and an extender chain, and I had one of the little 6mm Potomac pearls left. I actually could have done another round, but this little fellow was hiding on me. I didn't see him till I was done. So since I had that left and just one of them, I used that as a dangle off the extender chain. So I have one more necklace and pair of earrings left, so hold on, I'll be back. Okay, this last necklace and earring set that I have to show you here, I made from the beads in the April box. There was a strand of 7mm faceted beads in there. There were mixed colors, and I picked out the clear ones. And I did wire wrapped links on each side of this one here. And for my bottom loop, I made it a lot bigger than I usually do so that I could fit that check glass leaf bead in there. Peridot AB is the color on these check glass leaf beads. So I attached it like that. And then I attached it to my, this is a little link I had in my stash. I attached it with a jump ring to that. And then I used some more of the 7mm clear beads here. I did wire wrapped links all the way through here. I used some of the check glass long bicones that came in that box. They were peridot pale, I think AB is what these were. And then for my inner strand here in the center, I've used 3 of the, I did this on bead stringing wire. This outer strand is wire wrapped links and this inner strand is on bead stringing wire. And I used 3 of the 7mm clear beads here in the center. And then I used the long bicones. And then there were some 4mm beads in there. And I think they were called a pink mix, but most of them were clear. And I picked out the clear ones and used them up toward the top here, in between the long bicones. And then I just put some chain on it, an extender chain, and wrapped one of the little, I think I had one long bicone left. And I wrapped it and put it on there as a dangle off the extender chain. And then I just made some earrings just the same way I did this focal here. I just did wire wrapped loops on each side and made the bottom loop bigger. Might be able to see it better if I hold these up closer. I just made that bottom loop bigger than I usually do and put my leaf bead through there, and then wrap the rest of it and put it on some lever back ear wires. So that's my last set. So hold on, I'll see if I can get all this together in one picture and I'll be back. Okay, there are all the pieces that I have made from the April and May Potomac Beads Treasure Edition subscription boxes. And I still have a ton of beads left, of course, from both those boxes. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description box below to the page on the Potomac Beads website where you can go and read about how the subscriptions work and sign up for it if it's something that you're interested in. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate those of you who have subscribed to my channel and watched my videos and liked and commented on my videos. I have a website where I sell my jewelry. It's Teresa's Handmade Jewelry, and I'll put a link to it in the description box below in case you're interested, along with a link to my Facebook, Instagram, and my email. If you haven't, I'd really love it if you'd subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload a new video. So until next time, I hope y'all have a great day. Take care.